Hi everyone and welcome to my first ever vlog. I honestly have no idea how to vlog. This is going to be a complete learning experience for me, and if I'm honest, this is probably not the best week for me to begin vlogging because I have a huge amount going on, but we'll get into that in a second. So this week is a little bit nuts. I've actually got quite a lot going on. This is near enough my last ever week of university. I'm just finishing up my master's in mechanical engineering, so the last 4 years of my life have just been university. So the fact that that's almost over is absolutely insane. My dissertation is due this week. It's an absolutely huge report I've been working on for weeks. I'm hoping it'll be handed in a couple of days, but as long as it's in by Friday, then I'm fine. My 22nd birthday is on Thursday, so that's really exciting. You'll see some clips from that later in the week, though not a huge amount will be going on for it because of lockdown and that brilliant thing that means no one can go out and do anything particularly fun for birthdays, but it's fine. I will very happily sit at home with a book for the day. That sounds just as good to me as doing anything else. I want to say that this is a reading vlog, but if we're going to be honest, at least for the first few days when I'm getting my dissertation finished off, I cannot guarantee how much reading is actually going to take place. We will see. I am currently about 70 pages away from the end of Percy Jackson the Titan's Curse. I said in my TBR that I'd finished this because I filmed my TBR on Saturday and had full expectations of finishing it between Saturday and Sunday. Sadly, that did not happen. I have not finished it. I still got 70 pages left. Hopefully I'll finish that up in the next couple of days and then I can jump into my Make Your Myth Taker TBR, the first book of which, coming off my book cart, is House in the Cerulean Sea, which I'm so excited to start. So I'm really hoping I can get to that in a few days and should start and hopefully finish it within this week, considering I've kind of got a weekend to do a lot less as my university work will be near enough over. So wish me luck. Hopefully I'll get on with it and my university work will all go smoothly and be finished quite soon. But it's all a bit of a waiting game at the moment. We'll just have to wait and see, and there will hopefully be some reading updates, even if not quite as many as I would like for my first reading vlog. So for right now, it's about 5:30 p.m. Yeah, 5:37. And I am basically just working on my dissertation for the rest of the evening. I have just about half an hour ago uploaded my very first YouTube video, which is super exciting. Well, I say first YouTube video, my first YouTube video in over 2 years. I'm kind of considering it as restarting my channel from scratch. The old videos are still there, but I only did about 10 or something, maybe a few less, and it only lasted a couple of months before I got too busy with university work. So I'm kind of considering this a completely fresh start. So I've just uploaded that. I've spent pretty much the whole day editing and getting my YouTube header ready and all the sort of graphics that I need to go along with it. And there was so much more than I realized I needed to get done. That's all done, so I'm now just working on my dissertation. I think our family's having a barbecue today for some reason, but that's quite fun. And then, yeah, it's just an evening of working on my dissertation and hopefully some reading a bit later if I can squeeze it in. But I will update you in a bit and I will certainly let you know if I do get around to reading anything today. So just a quick update for everyone. It is now almost 2:30 a.m. I am still editing my dissertation. It's always these tiny little edits with every project that just takes so much longer than it always seems like it's going to. I'm just going through pretty much word by word, line by line at this point, doing tiny little phrasing and wording edits and also just making sure all the spelling, everything's correct, though it pretty much is by this point. And yeah, and then the very tedious task of putting in all the references and doing all the figure numbers and citations and everything like that, and it's really tedious editing at this point, but I do think it will hopefully make enough of a difference for it to be worth it. But yeah, I'll probably be up for about another hour and then I think I'm probably going to call it a night and just give up for today and then continue early tomorrow so that I can get it sent to my team to check over, but it's definitely been a long one. I've been editing probably solidly for the last 6 or so hours. And I've definitely a long way to go still, so I think I'll probably see you in the morning. now about 10:30 p.m. on Tuesday. I'm sorry I didn't update you this morning. I think the last you saw of me was at about 2 a.m. maybe, and I thought at that point I was going to be going to bed really quite soon. I actually ended up staying up past 5 a.m. I watched the sunrise, which I guess was kind of nice, and honestly though, it was completely worth it. I got so much work done. My dissertation is so nearly finished. I've been working on it all day today, and I've got just a few tiny edits to get done tomorrow morning when my group's looked through it, and then it's done and it's submitted, and other than a very small interview next week, that's it. That's my university finished 4 years later. Somehow it's so nearly done, so hopefully I'll be handing that in tomorrow. But for now, there is actually nothing I can do. I am just waiting on my team to get back to me and see if they have anything they want to change. And so I actually get to read. I did not even end up picking my book up yesterday. There just wasn't time. I was just working all day and I've not picked it up yet again today. So I have currently read absolutely nothing so far in June, which is not great for the end of the second day, but I'm going to go pick up my book now. I've got it just here. So as I mentioned before, it's Percy Jackson, Titan's Curse. I'm really hoping to finish this tonight. I think I've got about 70 pages left. Yeah, I've got almost exactly 70 pages left, so I should definitely be able to do that tonight, assuming if I actually get on and read and don't end up on my phone for a few hours, which is very possible. But I have just realised a problem. I was filming a clip yesterday for a collaborative project which I'm taking part in, which is being run by Katie at Brightness Katie Reads. I'll obviously link her channel down in the description. I actually went a little bit overboard though, and instead of just filming in front of my bookshelves, I rearranged my bookshelves so that they had pink, purple and blue books on them, so that it was the colours of the bisexual pride flag, as the book I was recommending was a book with a lot of bisexual representation in it, which is one of the reasons I love the book. I'm sure you can find that clip and I'll link the video down below whenever it goes live. But yes, this has caused a slight issue because I now want to go and sit in my reading nook and read, but it's chaos. I will show you what it's looking like right now. So just to show you, this is my reading nook with my open wardrobe because there's not space for doors, because I have bookshelves here, and you can see the area here where I was filming and the chaos of the rest of the shelves, and books on my chair, down by my chair, on my little shelf stool. So yeah, I think I need to do a little bit of a tidy up before I can sit and read, but hopefully it shouldn't take too long and I should be able to get quite a lot of reading done still tonight. So just a really quick update because I need to get to bed. It's a little bit later than it probably should be, but I have finished Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse. I am so happy that I finished this. I have not finished a book in over a week, whereas normally I would be reading 2 books a week. It's just, everything's crazy at the moment. I've barely been reading, I've not felt like reading, and my dissertation has taken over my life. But I finished it. And that means I can now pick up my first book for the Make Your Myth Take a Readathon, which is House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. This is for the prompt of going into a book blind, so unsurprisingly I do not have a lot to tell you about what this is about, because I don't know. So we're going to find out. I am so excited for this one. I'm probably only going to read a couple of pages tonight before I absolutely just pass out, but I'm really excited and I will update you tomorrow on what I'm thinking about this one so far. So it is now Wednesday afternoon, and following on from the last update I gave you, I'll do a slightly longer update so I can actually sort of give you my thoughts on Percy Jackson and my thoughts on what I've read so far of House in the Cerulean Sea. But firstly, I have just submitted my dissertation for university. This is for my master's. I've been working for 4 years to get to this point. And that's my final piece of work really. I do have a sort of interview next Tuesday about the work, but that should be pretty chilled out. I just have to do a quick 10-minute presentation, which I'll get together sometime before then. But I can't quite believe this is done. I actually now have a life again. I am no longer a student spending 8 hours a day writing the same report for what feels like forever. It is done, and now I have a good chunk of time to just kind of do whatever I want. But I have a life, I have time, and it's kind of crazy and really exciting, and I cannot believe it's all done. And so I wanted to kind of share that, and I'm so excited to be done with it. And hopefully now I can edit videos a bit quicker, because I'm currently doing them at about 2 a.m. when I maybe have time, which is not ideal to say the least. So following on from last night, I said I finished Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse, and I didn't really give my thoughts on this at all. I realised I just sort of got on with it. As I mentioned in my TBR for this month, I'm rereading the whole series at the moment. I reread Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief and Sea of Monsters a couple of weeks ago, and I've gradually been getting through them. And I've realised I only remember the first two books. I cannot remember, well, I didn't remember what happened in this one, and I certainly don't know what happens in Battle of the Labyrinth or Last Olympian. So it's been really nice because it's like completely reading this series as if I've never read it before, which is a really nice opportunity to have, even though I still feel more connected to the characters than I perhaps would if I'd never read it. So it's kind of weird if I know I love it and it feels nostalgic, but also I'm experiencing the plot for sort of the first time, which is really good fun. I think this is probably my favourite one I've read so far. Lightning Thief is definitely up there, but I really enjoyed this one. I feel like the complexity of the plot and the characters and their like relationships really started to kick off in this one. We're getting the first sort of inklings of Annabeth and Percy, which I am far too excited about because that was probably one of the first sort of book couples I ever cared about, so re-experiencing that is a huge amount of fun. So yeah, I gave this, I think, 4 stars. I think I most likely will give that for the whole series. It's really, really enjoyable. And obviously nostalgia plays into it and probably helps the rating a little bit. But yeah, I am loving it. I cannot wait to move on to Battle of the Labyrinth. But before picking that up, I am currently reading The House in the Cerulean Sea. And I'm really enjoying this. I only managed to read 20 pages last night before going to sleep at about 2 AM or something ridiculous. And I'm going to read quite a lot more this afternoon, hopefully, because I now have completely free time. So that's really exciting. It's about, I can't remember the main character's name, Linus. It's about Linus, who, honestly, I don't know why I'm trying to give you a synopsis. I've not read enough of this yet to know what's going on, but I know there's lots of sort of magical things going on, but also he seems to work a pretty standard desk job. And so far I'm actually loving it. I've already been tabbing a few sort of little funny bits, which I've really enjoyed. The writing is absolutely stunning, but also feels really whimsical and in some ways almost feels like sort of a middle grade kind of book. So it's really interesting and I'm so intrigued to know what the hell this book is about and find out more about it and get to know the characters because I'm really enjoying it so far. But I will definitely have more updates for you on that in a bit later because I should definitely get a good chunk of this done today as I now have free time. So other than that, the only thing really going on today is it is my birthday tomorrow, and as it's locked down, obviously you can't really do anything particularly exciting. So instead we have decided to make a colossal birthday cake. I say cake in inverted commas because it's not a traditional cake. It's a thing our family has done before where instead of having a cake, we buy lots of very sweet sort of confectionery cake-ish stuff and make a bit of a tower. So we're getting donuts and brownies and all sorts of things, but as part of it, we are going to bake cookies and cupcakes, which is going to be what we're doing later today. So I need to go and bake in a little bit. And I'll show you some clips of that, I'm sure, and hopefully show you the finished results. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to bake, I'm going to read, but I think that is it for now. I will update you later when I've read some more or I have some fun things to show you. Now it's about 11 o'clock and I have practically not read anything. I sat down to read, I read maybe 3 or 4 pages and then fell asleep, which is not overly surprising. If I'm honest, I've been sleeping maybe 3 or 4 hours a night for the last few days to get this dissertation finished. So I was very sleep deprived and I wasn't feeling particularly tired, I was feeling great, and then the second the stress was gone from my dissertation, I all of a sudden was exhausted and fell straight asleep, which I think was very much needed. I think I napped for a couple hours. I'm finally going to sit and read, I think. I'm hoping to maybe get to page 50 of House in the Cerulean Sea today. I was hoping to get about page 100, but I don't think that's realistic considering it's already 11 o'clock and I would really like to get to bed at a sensible time tonight so that I can feel refreshed for tomorrow because it's my birthday and I want to be feeling good if I can. But we will see. I may get very invested and end up reading for far too long, and honestly it's my birthday tomorrow so I can kind of do whatever I want, so we'll see. But I will update you later if I have anything to say, but if not I will probably see you tomorrow. So following on from what I said yesterday evening, it is now the 4th of June, which means it is my birthday! I am honestly so excited. The last 24 hours has just been So amazing, getting all my work done, and now it's my birthday and I'm about to go down and see the absolute monstrosity of a birthday cake which we've got, and I'm so excited to see it and so excited to show you. I don't really have a reading update, I apologise. I was going to read last night, as I said, and then it hit midnight and I ended up talking to a lot of my friends, and I was on a FaceTime call with one of my best friends for an hour and just having a really good time, sort of being excited about it being my birthday. So I only actually read about 20 pages before falling asleep at about 2:30 in the morning, and so that was not ideal, but it was good fun anyway. However, I will very quickly say I am loving the house in Sea. It's so strange. I'm really not sure I follow what's going on at all, but in the best possible way. I'm really enjoying it. I am so intrigued and so excited to see what happens next, but I am really hoping, I want to get to an absolute minimum of page 150 today, which is reading about 100 pages, which is what I like to try and aim to read in a day, is about 100 pages, so I'm hoping I can do it, but that is if I don't end up in a bit of a food coma because of the copious amounts of cake that I'm about to consume. So let's go look at this cake. I am so excited to see it, and hopefully it's just going to be the best thing ever. So that is how our family does birthday cake. It's a little bit insane, but it's completely worth it, and if I'm completely honest, we are probably going to be eating all of that cake for the next week. But anyway, so now that we have done that and kind of the birthday celebrations are sort of done, I am going to sit down and film a video. You will have already seen this, I think. It should be up on my channel before this vlog, so please go check it out if you haven't. I am reacting to and re-answering the BookTube newbie tag, so if you want to see that, then go check it out. It should be a lot of fun. I will see you in a bit when I've hopefully actually read something, because it's now Thursday and I've still not given you a proper reading update all week. So I wasn't going to update you at all today. I've been having a really chill day and I've just been relaxing. But I just felt the need to update you super quickly because I was just about to go to bed and I saw on Twitter that the Percy Jackson films are now on Disney+. And because I've been rereading the books, I was like, oh, you know what, I remember seeing the films, let's give them a watch. And I'm just dying. I am literally about 10 minutes into the first film. I'm probably not going to watch much more tonight because it's late and I should already be asleep. But it's so funny. I remember them being not awful films, just bad adaptations. But it's such a YA film of its time. I think that's what's getting me. The nostalgia is real. It feels so familiar. But it's just not a good film. And it's making me even more excited for the new adaptation because that's going to be brilliant with Rick involved. But oh, I know we're not meant to acknowledge these films even exist because Rick hates them, but it's so amusing. And I just felt the need to really quickly update you that I'm watching Percy Jackson the Lightning Thief, and I'm having a great time. I'm really enjoying myself. Okay, so apparently I'm now reviewing this as I watch it because it's just too amazing. Firstly, Logan Lerman is perfect for Percy. Although they aged them up, which I don't love, I have to give credit to the casting directors that Logan Lerman was the correct choice. He plays Percy extremely well. 2, Grover, bang on casting, does it amazingly, so good. Where I'm at, they've just got to the camp. Everything is so dramatic, it's going so quickly. The plot is very different to the books, especially with the whole like Poseidon aspect of it. That's really done differently. But it's so dramatic. It's so unbelievably over dramatic, and I'm kind of here for it. Still want a new adaptation. Definitely want a better one, but it's just a lot's happening and it's great fun and I'm giggling my way through it and having the best time, and I'm sure we'll be back with you with another update really soon because I'm probably not going to turn this film off and go to sleep like I probably should. Okay, so in the camp we've kind of half met Annabeth. We already have Percy just pining for her from across the battlefield. It's ridiculous. kind of loving it. Still not sold on the Annabeth casting. Don't think she's Annabeth. Do love her though, so gonna be happy with it. I'll honestly watch anything with Alexandra Daddario in it, so worth it. However, the one thing I think's a real shame is that he's going in knowing he's Poseidon's son. He's already been told that by Chiron, which is kind of a shame. I really like in the books the whole like him not knowing and being one of the unclaimed ones and then everyone discovering at once and it being really dramatic. So that's kind of a shame. About to capture the flag. I feel like it's gonna get dramatic again. I'm ready. Okay, so finished playing Capture the Flag. I repeat what I said earlier. Logan Lerman as Clueless Percy was the most spot on casting. He does it so well. He's just running around with a sword, being very successful and not having a clue what is going on, and then falling over when running off. And it's perfection. It's absolutely beautiful. However, when he then like suddenly goes to the water and is all magical and powerful and he gets all this swagger, like that doesn't work as well. I don't know, Percy just like, I'm from the books, he's clueless for so long that that's what I'm used to, and he just gets way too confident way too quickly. But anyway, he's captured the flag, they've won, woo, celebration. I'm gonna go to bed. It's late, I need sleep. I hope you enjoyed this mini late night, mildly delirious review of a very old film, which is just absolutely hilarious, honestly. Hi guys, it's now Saturday evening. I'm sorry I've not updated you today. I have honestly found this week absolutely exhausting. I've finished my degree, I've had my birthday, we had a big sort of family excitement going on. It's just been exhausting. I obviously started my booktube channel. I've been massively getting into book Twitter and actually meeting a lot of amazing people. It's just been a hectic week. And so I've been a bit exhausted. So I've sort of just spent today just chilling, sleeping quite a lot, if we're honest. I've not been awake for the whole day, but I've had a good time and I'm feeling a bit better, so I'm actually going to try and be productive this evening. One thing though, I actually finally have a reading update for you. I am still reading The House in the Cerulean Sea, but I'm actually making progress. I'm now, what page am I on? 250, I'm on exactly page 250. I am loving this. I went into this completely blind. I'm gonna put it down. I don't know what I was expecting. I want to say it wasn't this, but I had no expectations, so it honestly could have been anything. But to give you a very, very brief synopsis, and not to spoil it, because it is quite a fun book to go into blind, it follows a man named Linus who works basically for this department who are key in kind of registering magical children or magical youths. And he has to go to orphanages where there's these magical children and decide whether they should stay open or be closed, depending on how well they're run. So that's kind of what he does. And the premise is he's sent to this island with a specific orphanage to go check out, and it is just beyond anything he could have expected. The children there are a whole other level to anything he's come across. So that's really interesting. It's him, this sort of completely by the book, super, super strict guy, learning to massively relax and do things for the right reasons, even if it's not necessarily what the rules say, which feels very fitting with the world's climate at the moment. There's also a very, very slow burn romance starting to come about, which is adorable, between him and the master of the orphanage. So it's looking like it's going to be a male-male romance, which is just fantastic and something I will always happily be surprised by. And it's really, really good fun. Hoping to finish it tomorrow, I think, is the aim. It'd be really nice to finish my first book that I have to get read this week, because I'm meant to be reading at least 2 books a week, so I'm already behind, so I'd at least like to catch up on this. I should be up to reading like more than that, so I hope I can get ahead and squeeze in some extra books, because I've got one book I really, really want to read that I got for my birthday, and I want to read it. And also with my uni officially completely ending next week, and it having just been my birthday, I do have a list of books which I think I might be buying next week. So I'm obviously going to want to read those straight away, but I'm determined I'm going to stick to my TBR first. But if I could squeeze in, you know, a couple extra books at the end of the month, I'm certainly not going to complain. So for the rest of the evening, it's what, 9 o'clock now? Ooh, it's almost 10 o'clock now. But for the next couple of hours, I think what I'm going to do is do my journaling. I track all my reading in a journal, and I say that, but I've not done it in weeks because I've been reading so little, I've not been bothering to track it. Luckily, I do update my Goodreads every single day for how many pages I've read, so the information is stored for me to go back and track it properly in my journal. But I've not even drawn up my pages for June yet. It's the 6th of June and I haven't even got the pages ready. So I'm gonna sit and do that, I think, for now. It might take me like an hour or so. But I think what I'm going to do is, whilst I'm doing it, I'm going to put the Percy Jackson film back on and continue with my impromptu review of that. Because I was having great fun watching it, and honestly great fun giving my like small thoughts on it. So we're going to continue with that, so keep watching for more Percy Jackson thoughts about the film and the perfection that is Logan Lerman as Percy Jackson. Super quick update. Was it necessary, when they're going on their quest to get into the underworld, to play Highway to Hell? Was that necessary? I don't think it was. But they did it, and I just had to watch it, so that's great. So it's now about 11:30. I've finished watching Percy Jackson. I've got to admit, I didn't like the second half as much. It started taking itself like a tiny bit too seriously. Like, it's okay, but the first half had all the comedy in it, which was really great, and the second half wasn't quite as enjoyable. But I mean, it's not a great film. I wasn't expecting it to be a great film. I was not watching it because I thought it would be amazing. I've seen it before, I knew what to expect. It was a lot of fun reliving it, and that's pretty much all there is really to say for the end of my impromptu Percy Jackson review. I'm pretty much gonna go to bed and read now, I think. I think that's kind of it. And I don't think I'll be updating you again tonight because it's 11:30 and I'm probably just gonna read and go to sleep pretty soon, hopefully. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hi guys, as you may or may not be able to guess, it is late on Sunday evening. Yet again, I have failed to update you all day. I had full intentions of doing so much today and finishing my book and having loads to update you on, but that's not happened. I've spent the majority of the day working on a presentation that I need to do. I've mentioned I've finished all my uni work, but I do actually have to present that work on Tuesday, and that is absolutely the last thing I ever actually have to do for uni, assuming everything goes to plan. So I need to get that presentation done. It's not a big presentation. I could probably have got it done in a couple of hours and spent the rest of the day reading and doing what I wanted to, but of course it has taken me all day. So I'm almost finished with it. It's about 11 PM. I'll get it finished in the next hour and then go to bed. I would love to finish my book today, but I've got like 150 pages left and there's absolutely no way I'm reading that at this time of night unless I stay up stupidly late again, which I'm trying to avoid doing, so I keep doing that, and I would really like some more sleep. So I think, sadly, this is going to be the end of the vlog. I have no idea if you're even going to see this vlog. I guess if you're seeing it, then you have, but I'm terrified to edit this. I have no idea if you're even going to see this vlog. I guess if you're seeing this, then you have, but I have no idea how to edit this. I feel like I've got quite a lot of footage, but I have no idea which parts will be relevant or which parts are worth including, or how to edit it and make it interesting. Like, I just feel like there's so much that is going to be really, really boring because it's just been a week staying at home, not doing a huge amount, but also it's been weirdly busy. So we'll see if I can piece something together in the next 24 hours because this is meant to be going up on Tuesday, and that seems like a big job for one day of editing with a video of this size, considering I'm still not particularly quick at editing as I'm quite new to it. So we'll see. Hopefully you'll be seeing this. If not, I'm going to have to find some other content to put up in its place, which may also be interesting. But yeah, I think that is it for now. I will see you in the next one. I should be filming some pretty exciting videos, which you should be seeing later this week, should this vlog go up on Tuesday as planned. And then I guess I'll see you in the next vlog, which should start tomorrow. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you are enjoying this and want to see more from me, even after the chaos that is probably this video, then please subscribe so that you can see future content from me. Please like and comment down below what you've been up to this week. I realise a lot of people aren't doing a lot at the moment because of the state of the world at the moment. But if you've done anything interesting, or even if you sat at home and done nothing but read and scroll through social media, just let me know. I'd love to know what you're all up to. But that's about it from me, so I will see you in the next one. Bye!